everyone, welcome back to Elizabeth Ann Can Stitch. In today's video, I am going to show you how I finish this Joyous Noel ornament that my sister Allison stitched. This is a pattern from Birds of a Feather that's from the 2001 Just Cross Stitch Magazine Ornament Edition. Probably not an easy one to find. We got it sent to us from somebody. So yeah, she stitched this in DMC on, I think, 14 count aida, and I'm going to finish it into a square flat finish ornament for her. Right now I'm just kind of pulling out trims and beads and things and thinking about how I want to finish it. I really didn't have anything in mind when I sat down to start working on this. This is Canson artboard that I get at Hobby Lobby or Michael's, or I've ordered it online from, I think Dick Blick is the website I've ordered that from, and that's what I use as my mat board. It's a really nice, thick, sturdy board for mounting all of my ornaments on. And so here I'm just going to cut it out, leaving about 1 inch on all sides so I have some to fold over. At this point I've decided that I'm going to mount the ornament on the mat board with none of the fabric showing. I'm going to do, since it's like a full coverage ornament, kind of almost like needlepoint, I want to go kind of edge to edge with the finish, and so I don't want to leave any of the cloth showing. And so I'm going to add batting to the front of the ornament just to give it a little bit of a softer look. Hide any knots or threads, you know. I like to use batting for that purpose to kind of make everything look a little smoother. So I like to start on opposite sides and get those in place, and I like to use a tacky glue because I can kind of adjust as I work, and I'm just making sure that all of my edges are lined up and there's not fabric exposed, kind of pulling everything gently into place. And now that I had those two sides done, I'm going to do the other two, and again just kind of using my fingers to pull the fabric right in line with where I want it, so that when I flip it over, you'll see there's no aida showing. Yeah, looks good to me. And here is where I'm going to start auditioning some other finishing supplies and figure out exactly how I want this to look. I had a number of little ribbons, and I thought I wanted a bow on top of it, and so you can see I'm trying out a number of things. This red gingham ribbon is one of my favorite go-tos and is so cute, but this green, red, and white was just kind of the perfect color mix and ended up being what I wanted. I also had a bag of tiny jingle bells, and I really wanted to figure out a way to incorporate those tiny jingle bells. And you'll see I do manage to do it. Oh, that green and white ribbon is so cool. I got that from Lady Creates Etsy. It ended up being a little bit bright for this ornament, but I'm going to find a way to use that soon. Just playing around with different pom-poms and chenille and rickrack and just trying to figure out exactly how I want to finish this one off. You'll see in the end, I end up going pretty simple with it. Once I pulled out this red and white baker's twine and tried that ribbon on with it, the bow, I just knew. I was like, okay, this is it. I'm going to do a simple hanger and bow and add a little jingle bell. And yeah, so here I am untying my little ribbon bow and getting my hanger ready to glue onto the back. And I do it the same way I did on my perforated paper ornaments, where I tie a little knot at the end of the loop just to kind of give it really something to hang on to, like give the glue something to hang on to. I don't know if it really helps. It's just what I like to do. And then I center my hanger on the back and lay my felt down. I like to add felt to the back because adding another mat board layer with fabric on it can kind of add a lot of bulk, and you can have like a seam where you see on the side of the ornament where it's not quite joined all the way, and I feel like felt just kind of smooths everything out on the back and doesn't add any like thickness or bulk. So I really like to use felt. Here you can see I spend about 20 minutes futzing with my bow. and trying to get it in just the right spot. I ended up deciding just to tie it on to the hanger, and then I use a little bit of white sewing thread to attach that teeny tiny jingle bell to the center of the bow. Sorry, I do this a little bit off camera, but basically I'm just using a size 26 needle, an embroidery floss, or no, I think I'm using sewing thread, and I just sew it on like a button, and then here on the back is where I am tying my knot off and kind of burying my thread in the back of that bow, so that I can trim my thread. And then I really want to make sure the bow stays down close to the ornament and doesn't move around, so I end up putting a little dot of glue under the bow and holding it in place and letting it dry like that. And there we have a finished ornament. So, Allison, you can come by and get your ornament anytime you want. Thank you guys so much for joining me today, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!